You know the relationship is toxic. You've made a list of all the reasons to leave. You've told yourself 100 times this is the last time. But when they apologize, when they're sweet again, when they promise to change, you stay. And you can't understand why. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. The psychology behind this is called trauma bonding. And it's one of the most powerful psychological attachments the human brain can form. Research from neuroscience shows trauma bonding operates through a mechanism called intermittent reinforcement. This is the same psychological principle that makes gambling addictive. When rewards are unpredictable, sometimes you win, mostly you lose, your brain becomes obsessed with chasing the next win. In relationships, this translates to cycles of harm, followed by moments of relief or affection. That unpredictability creates a psychological grip stronger than consistent kindness ever could. Here's the neurochemistry at work. During the harmful phases, the criticism, the anger, the withdrawal, your brain floods with cortisol and adrenaline. You're in a state of hypervigilance and fear. Your nervous system is activated, scanning for threat, desperate for safety. Then comes the relief phase. They apologize. They're affectionate again. They promise it won't happen again. In those moments, your brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the same neurochemicals involved in falling in love, in bonding with a newborn, in feeling deeply connected to another person. What most people don't understand is that this chemical swing, from high stress to intense relief, creates a more powerful bond than stable, healthy love. Dr. Patrick Carnes, who pioneered trauma bonding research, found that the brain learns to associate this person with both danger and safety. They become the source of your pain and your relief. And psychologically, that contradiction creates an attachment that feels impossible to break. The cycle literally rewires your neural pathways. Each time you experience the pattern of abuse followed by reconciliation, you're reinforcing brain circuits that tie this person to your survival. The amygdala, your brain's fear center, starts recognizing them as essential to your safety, even though they're the source of danger. It's a psychological paradox, but your brain doesn't process that contradiction. It just learns, this person is necessary. Research on Stockholm Syndrome reveals similar patterns. Hostages who develop positive feelings toward their captors aren't weak or irrational. They're experiencing a survival mechanism where the brain bonds with the person controlling your fate. In abusive relationships, the same psychology applies. The person who hurts you also controls when the hurting stops, and your brain bonds to that control. This is why trauma bonding feels like love. Biochemically, it mimics the intensity of early romantic attachment. The highs feel euphoric. The thought of losing them creates genuine panic. When you're with them during the good moments, you feel a relief so profound it registers as deep connection. But it's not love. It's your nervous system confusing relief from fear with safety, confusing the end of pain with happiness. Trauma bonding also activates cognitive dissonance. Your brain struggles to hold two conflicting truths. This person hurts me, and I love this person. To resolve that dissonance, you rationalize. You minimize the harm. You focus on their potential, their apologies, the good moments. You blame yourself for triggering them. Your brain is trying to make sense of staying with someone who damages you, so it creates a narrative where staying makes sense. The real psychological trap is that leaving feels like withdrawal, because neurochemically, that's what it is. Your brain has become dependent on the cycle, the stress, the relief, the dopamine hits. Breaking that bond creates the same psychological pain as any addiction withdrawal, which is why people return to harmful relationships an average of 7 times before leaving permanently. Understanding trauma bonding means recognizing that what you're feeling isn't love. It's a neurochemical response to cycles of fear and relief. Your attachment is real, but it's built on survival mechanisms, not genuine connection. When you feel unable to leave, you're not weak. You're experiencing one of the most powerful psychological bonds the human brain can form. And knowing that is the first step to breaking it.